So once you've got all your fire building goodies, it's time to start building the fire. And there's several ways to do it. The ground's wet today. Again, like I said, it's been raining out here in Florida. So one of the things you can do is to build a platform first, so that you can keep your fire pretty much off the ground, off the wet ground. So start by establishing a little platform. You've got something to work off of. You're not directly on the ground. Plus, it'll dry that wood that's on the bottom, and it'll become fuel for your fire later. And there's several techniques. You know, you can do the good old log cabin style fires, where it's just simply stacking them, just like the name implies, like a log cabin. This is good when wood's a little bit wet, because as your tinder and stuff that'll be inside of this burns, it'll dry it. Again, it's drying the stuff on the bottom as well, and it'll help the fire keep going. And you just keep building it up. Keep stacking them in. Because the center part in here is where we'll put our tinder bundles. Will go in there. We'll break this down just a little bit. It'll fit inside so that this will catch the spark, this will start burning, which will in turn ignite these. And while we're here, we'll feed in really small stuff like this, just to get the flame going. But we can keep building our little cabin up here, picking through the wood for some, you know, pencil size, a little bit bigger than pencil size, because you got to remember this is the beginning of your fire. So you've got to use really small stuff for the most part. But as you get that up, then you want to add in what's going to get your fire cranking, which is this stuff. Dry grass, hollow stem, like weeds. This will go in the center. And then we'll have our tinder bundle that will actually catch our spark on the top. Now everybody's going to say you're doing that backwards. Your tinder should be on the bottom, this and that. For a log cabin style fire, which this one's not built all the way up at the moment, you will not throw a spark to the bottom. So you can throw it to the top, and that's what the rest of this is for. To go right on the top to get that flame going, which will get this wood going as well. So you just keep building your cabin on up around what you've got in there. So you got plenty of fuel to get this thing cranked off once it takes a spark. And this is obviously a little fire, because we don't want to set the ranch on fire today. Those are thin. There we go. And now we can throw a spark to this, and that'll actually get the fire going. Once our fire is established, we can start adding the bigger wood. Again, this stuff's all pretty small, but you've got to do it in stages. You know, from the pencil size stuff up to things like 1/2 inch diameter, then moving up to like what's on the bottom here, which we're going to be on the bottom, 1 to keep our fire off the ground, 2 to dry it out, and then you move on up to things about the size of your forearm to get your fire going. But you got to have all this stuff in place first. You don't want to put a spark to that, get it burning, and then go looking for fuel. Have it all ready and set up and start your fire lay.